Guys, do you ever struggle to stay focused? Maybe you find yourself procrastinating throughout the day. Because I've done it too, and I have found the secret weapon to kick that habit, Thesis. Thesis is a brain-boosting supplement made with natural ingredients, proven to speed up mental activation, sharpen focus, and help you to power through your to-do list. I'm a busy guy, but Thesis has been a game changer for me. It keeps me energized, focused, and present, especially when I got a lot of things on my plate. Here's how it works. First, take a 3-minute quiz at takethesis.com. Thesis will then match you with a nootropic blend that fits your brain chemistry. Thesis offers 6 unique blends to help you find the best fit for you. Clarity, creativity, logic, energy, motivation, and confidence. You're going to start with a starter kit of 4 blends to test over 4 weeks. This will help you find the one that makes you feel the most productive and balanced. I found that clarity and energy are the blends for me. My favorite part about Thesis is all of their products are non-GMO, vegan, and gluten-free, so you can feel confident that what you're putting in your body is clean and safe. For a limited time, you can save $60 on your first subscription order if you use the code Chael. Head to takethesis.com and use the promo code Chael. Maximize your mind with Thesis today. Did Tom Aspinall just troll us? Tom Aspinall did an interview, of which I've got to tell you, he's been doing more interviews that are more interesting on more topics since he got done with Curtis Blades. Like, there's something there where Tom has either embraced it or somebody's thrown an arm around him or everything lines up perfectly because he doesn't have a fight to train for. He's taking some of that time and energy into media. I really want to know. But I know it's enough that Daniel Cormier weighed in on the fact that he's doing it. I know that it's enough that Anthony Smith and Michael Bisping had him on and then did separate analysis of comments that he's made. And I know right now he had me working because he did an interview and he said that he's hearing that Stipe is hurt. Now, Tom is a lot of things. He is not a troll. Tom never comes out and does things, even if it would be better for business, if it shines a light on him for him to go, gotcha, never. So if he says Stipe's hurt, he is at a minimum telling you that he heard that Stipe's hurt, but he qualified. He then said yesterday was his birthday. He turned, I believe, 42 years old. At that age, you're going to be injury prone. Now see, this in and of itself is interesting to me. Usually in this sport, if you hear a guy had an injury, you would hear specifically what he was doing. Yeah, he was sparring. Yeah, they were climbing ropes. And yeah, he was in the weight room when... This was very broad by Tom, where he spoke of a birthday, and at such age, you're going to be more injury prone. Like, it was really this wide open canvas, great big broad stroke. So I have to, of course, look into it. And I will just tell you from my sources, they're saying it is absolutely not true. Now, that's not totally the point. The point is, Tom was still able to make us look in a certain direction, and not because he says that Stipe's hurt, but because he qualified it by stating his age and saying, you're going to be more brittle. Whereas if you look at me, I haven't even reached my prime. I don't get hurt. I won't be hurt. Here I am, uproaring and ready to go. And the message is delivered nonetheless. He got me thinking. He got everybody thinking. He got Jon Jones thinking. He was so successful that he had Ariel Helwani look into it and have to tweet out that it wasn't true. But the point is, and the relevance is, and there is opportunity, make no mistake. I mean, what a disaster it would be if Stipe comes off that card, Tom Aspinall is offered that opportunity, only to reject it saying he's not ready. Arman Tsarukyan defeated Charles Oliveira at the cage door, was met by a UFC official known as Hunter Campbell and offered a fight, main event, for the belt against Islam. And Arman needed a little bit more time. That fight and that battle that he had with Charles Oliveira, he wanted to recover from that before he spoke to this idea. He was up against a clock, which he did not know. That clock was a post-fight press conference where that fight, that title fight main event was going to be announced. That is where you insert Dustin Poirier. Fine with Shakarian. Didn't want to do it anyway, wanted to do it later. Well, not so fast. Then he finds out that he's going to be given a suspension, talking about Shakarian, by the Nevada State Athletic Commission. Okay, suspension is doable. It's very reasonable. He's going to get through that, draw into Islam. Everything's going as planned until he then finds out that Islam, somewhere in the meanwhile of all this, has broken his hand. And I bring this to you, and I make this point, that the easiest way to get ready is to stay ready. And the guys that don't need any time, that can accept it on short notice, where the biggest opportunities come from. The biggest opportunity of Tom's career thus far was a short notice fight because he stayed ready. He was able to fly from England to New York City, compete with Pavlich in a fight that Tom was an underdog, and he was able to win decisively in the first round and to become the interim champion. Like, the biggest opportunities in this sport come on short notice because you're willing to do something that other guys are not willing to do. And I'm only bringing it to your attention. I do believe we're going to see Stipe at his best, I might add. I do believe we're going to see him standing across from Jon Jones at his best, I might add. But I would never make believe that that same card and that same fight wasn't cursed 1 year ago when a major opportunity was offered to Tom Aspinall that he took. And I like the idea at a minimum, whether it's a troll job or not, I like the idea at a minimum that Tom, as a way of getting ready, stays ready, because those opportunities never go away and the likelihood never diminishes. The odds of something happening never go down. In fact, to Tom's point, the older you get, the more those odds go up. And it's important positioning. This is the first time Tom, by the way, has ever gotten the wheelhouse of Stipe Miocic. He has never done that before. It'll be very interesting if Stipe responds, because he did just inadvertently get called old and brittle and hurt. Those aren't wonderful words. I would like to hear directly from Stipe.